Did you know that you can create a Revit parameter that's actually a drop-down list with multiple options, and then you can select whichever option you like? Well, it's actually possible, and I'm going to be showing you how to do it. And in this example, I'm going to be showing you how to take a table family with chairs. It's a parametric family, and then I'm going to show you how to create this parameter where we're going to have a drop-down list so we can pick out one out of multiple chair types which we want to include with this table. It's a really good exercise, so let's go. Now quickly, before we jump into Revit, I would just like to ask you to check out my website, balkanarchitect.com. I'm going to link it up in the cards above and then also down in the description of this video. If you're serious about learning Revit, that's definitely the best place to be, with over 140 hours of content dedicated to all of the interesting and important topics inside of Revit. So now, without any further ado, let's jump straight into Revit. And here we are in Revit. As you can see, I'm at the home screen, so we're creating a family. So for that, let's go to Families and then go to New. Now for the family template file, I'm just going to go back one step so I can go to the metric families. Of course, feel free to use Imperial if you want. Now for this, I'm just going to go with metric furniture. I prefer this for this particular type. Okay, so now we have basically the center, and now let's create our table geometry. Now I'm going to be keeping it really simple, so what I'll do is I'm just going to go to one of the elevations. So let's go to the front elevation, for example. Then let's go to revolve. This is going to be a circular table, and then I'm just going to create one line at around, let's say, 700 millimeters or something like that. Then I'm going to go out by, let's go 900 millimeters, go down by 60, go back in like so, down and then out, and this is going to be kind of the bottom of that table. And now let's close it up. So then here for the center, we can make this, let's leave it at 40, and this can stay at 60, and this is 60 as well. Okay, perfect. Now we also need to add an access line, so let's just draw a quick access line there, hit the escape key, and then hit finish. So this is the table that we have. I'm just going to go to the 3D view. This is what that looks like. Obviously, you can make it parametric if you want. I'm just going to keep it simple in that dimension case, and we're going to be adding the parameters for the actual chair types. So now for the chair, let's go now to the reference level view. So that's like a floor plan view. And then here, what I'm going to do is just go to insert, and then let's go to load family. And here, let's go to US, and then let's try furniture. Let's see, seating, and then here we have chairs. Let's go with this chair over here, hit open. Now we can go to create, go to component, and then we can place that chair, for example, here. Now this is an okay chair, but we're going to add multiple additional types. So for now, let's just select this chair and let's array it around the table. So you want to select the chair, you want to go then to array, then we want to make this a circular array. Then for the center of rotation, click here on place it in the center. Then you want to move to, let's actually just type in an angle, and here for the number, let's go with 6. And now also you want to make sure that you check group and associate, and then for the angle, let's type in 360 and hit enter, and this is what we get. Now let's click on the modify tab, and now if we select any one of these, it's going to pick out this array here. See? Oops. No, this is the array here. So it's a little bit hard to select. It's like a dimension. So this is that array, and we can actually add a label, and let's create a new parameter called number of chairs. And then I'm just going to click OK. So now we have the number of chairs. However, how do we create a parameter to select multiple chair types? So for that, what we're going to do is I'm going to go here to family types, and then in the family types, we need to create one additional parameter. So we have our number of chairs parameter. So let's create a new one. See here, a new parameter. For the name, this will be chair type. Now for the discipline, I'm just going to leave it at common at this point, and I'm also going to check on instance parameter. Now here for the data type, I'm just going to select family type, and here it's going to ask me to select a category. So chairs, which is the chair type, are going to be under furniture. So here we need to search for furniture, and here we go, furniture. So double click on that, family type furniture, and then you can select where you want to group it. So for example, let's say we want it under visibility, so let's group it under that, and then click OK. So it's just going to create this visibility parameter, and here it recognizes the existing chair which we have. Now I can just click OK, and then let's select this chair. Well, it's actually grouped because it's part of an array. So then I have to go here into edit group. I can select it, and then I can go here and select this parameter and then hit finish. Now let's load in the rest of the chairs which we want to see here. So let's go here to insert, load family, and I have these actually on my desktop. I have some chairs that I saved. So I'm just going to load in these three. So it's just going to load those three into Revit. And now what I have as an option is here, let me just move this off to the side. Now if I go here into the edit type or family types, I can now go and see here we have a drop menu, and then I can pick out a different chair, so it's going to change that. Now in this case, this particular family is facing the wrong direction, so we need to fix that. Now let's try one of the other ones. Okay, again, this one is facing the wrong direction, and this one is also facing the wrong direction. So what you would need to do in this particular case is you need to find the family itself like this, place it, go into edit group, select the family, go into edit type, and then this one is just facing the wrong direction completely. So let's go here to floor plan view like this, select the entire geometry, pretty much everything that we have apart from the reference planes, and then we can just rotate that. Let's place the center of rotation here and just rotate it around 180 degrees, and then we can just save it. Yes, we can replace the family and load it into the project and close, override, and now it looks correct. So basically you would just have to repeat this for the rest of them if you have this issue. So with this one is also facing the wrong direction, so I'm going to fix that one as well. And for example, for this one, which is kind of off to the side, let me show you for that one. Just select it, edit group, select the family, edit family. This is the family itself, so let's go to the reference level, and then here we can select that family, go to rotate, place the center of rotation here at the intersection, and then this one should be facing this direction, I think. So let's try that. I may be wrong on this one, so let's save that and then load it into the project, override. Okay, so there we go. It's facing the right direction, almost, kind of off to the side, but I think I can work with this. And then for the final one, I'm just going to change that. I'm not going to bore you because it's basically the same set of steps. Okay, so now once this is fixed, I can create a new project. So let's go here to new project. I'm just going to use metric multidiscipline template, and then let's test this family out in the project. So let's go to family, load into project, and let's place it. And now if we go to the 3D view here in the project, you can see this is the family we have. When I select it, the parameter is going to be here under visibility, and I can actually just change the chair type. And it's actually going to figure out all of the furniture types, and it's just going to use that. But of course, we're just going to stick to the chairs which we have loaded in, and then you can just kind of play around with that parameter to try to find the chair that you want to use for the particular table which you place in your project. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think about this family, and if you perhaps have some tips and tricks you would like to suggest. If you want to get access to this Revit project file as well as all of my other Revit project files, you can find that on my Patreon page, which I'm going to link up in the cards above and then also down in the description of this video. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to check out my website, balkanarchitect.com, for more Revit courses. There I have over 120 hours of content, and I'm adding more each week. Make sure to subscribe for more videos, and also I've added a video over there that might interest you as well.